First of all, there was a nice wedding in Muranga. Of course, the Deputy President attended, our truthful man himself.
Truthful?
Truthful man.
Okay.
I love Rigiji. He's a truthful man. So Rigiji, or Deputy President Gachagua, went, enjoyed himself, danced with every friend he would lay his hands on. But let's not talk about Rigiji dancing. That's on the other side. This week, Rigiji said that there's a lot of floods in Kenya that the governors have been given money, or the governors should spend the 10 million which was collected to evacuate people. See, the country has been suffering of these El Nino rains, which have seen 33 counties actually are affected. The coastal northeastern Tana River are the worst hit. And especially if you go to Busia areas and all that, there are around 8,000 people who are now homeless. Around 43 people have died. And it's a disaster. The question is, we have national disaster preparedness. What's happening?
You see, all this, when it comes to the preparedness of things, even, first of all, your truthful friend was over here saying, he was even giving a lot of pushback on his truth, saying that we have all this money, and the governors were even out, he even contradicted himself. He's saying that this money, yes, that it is not actually there yet. But he's now trying to push responsibilities down to the county. That's now that truth that you like. It's very interesting, the truth that you like. We're seeing you, boss. We're seeing you. Now, but when it comes to now the allocation of resources, one thing I noted was that when it came to allocation of resources, they were saying, yes, we give this money, but we're getting this money to do what? I had blankets. I had something to do with, now we give them food, and then we give them, it was not necessarily shelter, it was not necessarily like we help them move from one place to another. It was like food, blankets, and I can't remember the third thing that Rigiji said, but it was something to do, it was nothing to do with necessarily the floods directly. It was necessarily to do with the effects of the flood. So in essence, this is just money throwing to an issue, not solving the issue. And this was an issue that was actually brought up even before, when the weatherman even mentioned it. But then now our president in his essay, he said, El Nino might not come. Then who is God? He doesn't care what you say. If you're the president, he just now brings the El Nino. When it comes to this aspect of allocating resources to now a specific weather issue, usually the government does not allocate resources to fix the issue to the things that the people actually need. They just allocate issues to add the makeup on top, not the actual things go ground. You know, they just bring like food. See the trucks. There were trucks even released the other day. Yeah, give yourself some food. We are doing something, government, but not necessarily. But our homes are gone. But everything is gone. Now people have to restructure and move their lives, and this has been an ongoing thing. And even when it comes to even resources, now if the governors are even lying themselves that they have the resources, but they're not, passing the buck is going to be a long journey for many Kenyans out there who have now been caught up in all these floods with the El Nino, and it's just getting started. That's the scary thing. It's just
Maria, what do you say?
You know, when Rigiji speaks, we should take it with a pinch of salt.
Oh, you doubt our deputy president?
I do, because there's no... Is he the one who said that of the wild animals? Let me not go there. The problem is, we are talking about money, and then he's taking the money and saying the governors will get... The country already is suffering as it is. There's no money. Yes, there was money that was allocated for the rain until we were promised now short rains are coming. Now the rain is here. I think they should look at the problem people are going through right now, because the floods are getting bad, and it's now a country problem, not the governor will do or this money will come. If it's not there, let us know where it went to, the one that they had taken, the boats that were supposed to be there, because I understand they were supposed to procure such things. Yeah, Rigiji, anytime he speaks, you should take it with a pinch of salt, because everything he says always comes to change. Because on day one he said that the money is there, then he comes and throws the blame to the governors. We are waiting for him to speak again, but we all know there is no money coming to that. We are on our own as Kenyans, as it is.
Daktari, you've been away. You see, you are on your own. Are you on your own?
No, actually, I'm just going to talk in a matter of principle. I think so that in principle, a lot of people, when they are in trouble, they think Red Cross is the government.
Yeah.
They call the Red Cross. And for such a long time, I think so that the government has hidden behind the Red Cross, because the Red Cross always goes when there's a landslide, when there's floods, they're the ones who actually go. Okay? And perhaps if that guy vied for presidency, he would be voted for the guy. But in principle, I think so that every county should prepare in terms of there are things that they are not perhaps for the government, things like clearing the drainages. These are things that have to be done routinely so. So if those things are not done, when the floods come, obviously the government is not allocating money to clear drainages because it is assumed that the counties should have already done, should have repaired all those roads, all the areas, so there is, you're the one who understands how the government works really well. So this disaster preparedness, sometimes I remember it really came into focus a lot after the bomb blast.
Yes.
Was it in the 90s,
98, yes.
Yes, that's when we actually, as a country, started to think about the national disaster preparedness, and there were session papers prepared. And even if the money is set aside, I just feel sometimes it's taken away and waiting for the Red Cross.
Actually, even just a quick one, let me give government props on this. There was activity sometime last month. Even I was moving around, there was activity of cleaning up drainages and everything. There was activity to prep before El Nino. There was some activities. I'll give props where it's due, honestly. I even saw some people were digging up. I even saw, even with the Nyamu County, I cannot lie, even I saw some people even were cleaning out drainages. I saw that activity being done itself. Now they've pushed back. The only issue is when someone says money has been allocated to this person, and then when now this person is saying, what money? And then now you are the one who's supposed to actually now make sure you handle this issue. Now when it starts pointing at you, where? Guess who suffers? Us, because we're like, see, help us.
But I think we have reached a stage where I don't think Kenyans are believing anything any government official is saying.
Yeah,
me, I've closed, I don't listen.
And it's from the lowest point, from the MCAs going up. It's not like
they're
only
all lying.
All of them from
all
below
of them
going up.
So you're a truthful man. Yeah, you believe his lies.
So what I wanted to say is this. I looked at this issue and I said that, this government has been running as